right now, and it changes depending on the conditions, but right now with the economy, there are a lot of people out of work. We've been adding jobs faster than 47 other states, we're third out of 50, but there's still a lot of people who need help. And I think doing the things that make the economy stronger so that more people can work and look after themselves and their families is the biggest challenge that we're facing right now. We're making progress, but we've got some more to do. And I think the hardest decision, we've had to cut a lot of state spending because the way the state raises money is through taxes, and because people aren't working, there's not as much money to spend on things that we need to do. And so we've had to cut $4.3 billion on state spending. That's a lot. And because I see, the lives behind those line items, as they're called, those are really hard. You're affected. Some of it is waste, yes. You should always be able to spend there. But you also know you're impacting people's lives. And carry that.
We have nine more questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
What is your day like?
Yeah.
What is your day like as the governor?
What's your name? Tyler. What's my day like? No 2 days are the same. That's the best part of it. I have had days when, I was in the classroom, or this morning I signed a bill, signed a new law in the State House. I'm going to do a debate tonight on TV as part of the campaign. I've had days where I have, been out to do the ice storm in western Massachusetts a couple of years ago, when we had a whole lot of damage to thousands of people without power, or when we were dealing with even the MWRA water district. Remember the water emergency in the spring? Did that affect you? When we had
not really. We have wells we can
turn on, wells here.
But basically we are on the MWRA.
So we had a water main break in Weston, and it meant that there wasn't clean water for 2 million in the Commonwealth. It was a huge emergency. And we have a bunker, an emergency bunker out in Framingham. You go in the 3 rooms, screens all over the place, so there's information coming, and there are federal agencies, state agencies, local agencies, they're all dealing with the emergency. And that was a couple of pretty intense days. I've had other days when I've, walked around floodwaters, or even comforted a family whose 14-year-old son was shot. So there are no 2 days that are quite the same. It's about trying to be out and with people, listening to people, and trying to help. That's all. Anybody else?
So we know you're on a busy schedule, so.
I'm all right. Burning questions? Or advice? Yeah.
What do you know about this public soda ban in Boston?
About the
Public soda ban in Boston?
public soda ban?
Yeah.
Soda ban. What's your name?
Bennington.
You mean like soft drinks?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
So I know there's been. I used to work for Coca-Cola, so I'm sensitive to that side of the story, and there's of course another side of the story which I'm sensitive to as a parent, which is how to make sure that our kids are making healthy choices. And the issue of obesity and good nutrition is a huge issue in the Commonwealth and the country. I don't know about a ban, but I know that at the state level we've been trying to encourage young people to make healthier choices and to also make sure that there are healthy options for you in the cafeteria and so forth. They want to know. You think it's a good idea?
Governor, that was the executive director of the Fountain Square Health Center suggested the city of Boston take their Coke machines out. But the governor signed a school nutrition bill this year to dramatically improve the food served in the schools.
That's a good idea, right? Yeah. You think soda should be available?
School and adults. Only adults in school.
Only adults. Anybody else? You got a question? Comment? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
just Massachusetts, it's true all over the country. We are in a recession, which is almost as bad as a depression. Have you guys covered that yet? And a whole bunch of things came together, including bad policy on Wall Street, financial policy in the bank. I think some bad monetary policy at the national level. We've been funding 2 wars overseas without paying for them. We've been funding them to debt. And a lot of that stuff came together and the whole economy sank. All across the country, frankly, over most of the world. And so what we've been trying to do is to lift Massachusetts out of that. What the president's been trying to do is lift the whole country out of that. Because it got really bad right before you blew up. Right before you blew up. So he walked into the movement. So we've been doing things like investing in education, in job creation, and in health. Because those 3 things, I believe, are the way to build a stronger country. And as a result of that, we are coming out of this hole faster than 47 years. So things are getting better here. We're not out of it yet, but they're getting a lot better here, and they're getting better here faster. Okay? Like, ready? Brad. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
How do you plan on helping with the school expenses?
How do I plan on helping with the school expenses? So there are 2 parts of the school budget at least. There's the part the town pays, and then the part the state pays. And the part that the state pays is at the highest level it's ever been in the history of the company. And we've been doing that even in, just following Brad's point, state revenue, meaning the amount of money that they have that we pass around, is low because the economy is low. So you know how it works? State revenue comes from taxes. When people aren't working, they aren't able to pay those taxes, and so state revenue goes down. So even though state revenue has been going down, we've been raising up the state company. Cities and towns, in some cases, have been able to raise them, in some cases, they haven't been able to. And one of the things they've been doing, and should do, is look for ways to cut costs. So there are a couple of different tools that at the state level we have given to cities and towns to help them cut their costs. But so it's got to be 2 things, raising more money and also cutting costs. So one thing that's very concerning to me, I don't know if this is a problem in Stoke, but it is in some places. Are these fees for different things? You know, charging me? In some,
We have fees for athletics and for buses, and we don't have fees for some of the other activities that other towns have started
Right.
going out.
Right.
We had to go up a little in bus fees and up a little in athletic fees.
Right.
So we're not as high as some places, but
Yeah.
we've not been able to escape fees altogether.
It's hard to get around these days because there's just not enough. What's your name? North? Because there's just not enough money. But one of the things that concerns me about the fees, and I think concerns a lot of the adults and administrators about the fees, is that you don't want to make activities inaccessible to kids if they don't have enough money. You want to make sure that band is available to anybody who wants to do it, and sports are available to anybody who wants to do it. And I think that trying to strike that balance is an ongoing